Dreaming of a consistent, professional looking Instagram feed without the stress? Let's break down how you can use Planoly to schedule your Instagram content fast. Plus, stick around until the end because in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to use Planoly not just for Instagram, but for all of your social platforms. Hey, I'm Melissa Mitchell, coach and YouTube strategist. And on this channel, I break down the best YouTube and content creation tips for entrepreneurs just like you. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on other weekly videos just like this one. Okay, so first of all, why Planoly? Well, Planoly used to be an Instagram scheduler only. And if you've seen this video right here or this video right here of mine where I walk through Planoly, you'll probably notice that lots has changed since I created these videos. It's now a super robust platform that lets you schedule to all your social media channels. It supports Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Pinterest, X, and most recently, Threads. This is amazing because now you don't need multiple schedulers to get all of your content out there. You can get everything done in one place and repurpose your content across all your platforms. And if you're new to my channel, you're gonna quickly find out how much I love repurposing content. So let's jump over into my computer so I can give you a full breakdown of Planoly and a tutorial on how to actually schedule your content fast. All right, so first things first, let's just take a look at the different plans that Planoly has available. So they have a starter, a growth, and a pro. On the starter plan, you get one social set, meaning one of each actual thing. So if you hover over, it says one IG, one TikTok, one Facebook, and so on. You get 60 uploads per month and only one user. When you come into the growth plan, you get everything in the starter plus unlimited uploads and 3 users. You also get the new writing auto magic captions with AI, which I will show you in a second. And then on the pro plan, you still get that everything in growth plus 2 social sets and 6 users. So really, the deciding factor here is how many people you're going to need helping manage your account. And that's really what I would decide between the starter or the growth or the pro. And then the other thing about the growth is, of course, you get the unlimited upload. So if you're uploading to your social accounts more than 60 times per month across all of the different platforms, then I would definitely go with the growth plan here. And then the only reason to upload into the pro plan would be if you had 2 different Instagram accounts or 2 different Facebook accounts that you were posting to, and you needed multiple users. Okay, so that is a plan outline. Now let's actually jump into Planoly and just walk through the dashboard together. So when you first log into Planoly here, at the top here, you have a couple different options. So I'm in the Instagram planner right now. We also have the multi-channel workspace as well as snip feed, which is now going to be called the creator store very, very shortly here. So if you see this, it'll actually be called Creator Store on your account. So those are the 3 different options within Planoly itself. So when you first log into the platform, you're going to actually need to hook up your Instagram account. Let's go over to the multi-channel workspace. So I'm going to show you what hooking up your different social media accounts looks like. So at the top, you see that I already have mine connected, but if I was going to connect my Threads, for an example, you would just click on that little plus button and say link account, and it would push you through to what needed to happen to actually make this happen. So let's say link Threads. So I can just show you what this looks like and say continue, and it'll make you log into your account. And there you go. Now my Threads is connected as well. So you would go ahead and attach any different accounts to the top here, as well as to your Instagram planning account there. Now, a couple other little housekeeping items when it comes to Planoly is on the left-hand side here, you're going to see the calendar, which is what we're on right now. You can also go create, and that's where your media library is going to be, your stock media and your hashtags. And we're going to go through all of those in just a second, as well as snip feed. So this is the same way you can get to snip feed, or what's soon to be called the creator store. You can get to it here as well as from up here. So then if you come down to the bottom here, you can actually hover over your name here. And this is where you can manage your social sets, your billings, or any settings. So first, before we jump into the multi-channel workspace, I want to go through the Instagram planner first, because this is really the bread and butter of Planoly. And so they have a lot more options when it comes to Instagram itself. And so I want to go over this first, and then we can jump into the multi-channel workspace. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see a visual of what your feed currently looks like. And I really like this because it allows you to create an aesthetic for your feed. So you're never wondering, oh, is this post that I'm creating going to match what the rest of my feed looks like? And you can really get a good visual of it. So that is what the left-hand side here is. And if you come up to the top, there's posts and then there's stories. So here you can actually say new story and create a story right on Planoly itself, which is really, really nice. You can actually upload from your computer, from Dropbox, from Google, and also from Canva, which is really, really cool. If you actually click on this, you can integrate Canva with Planoly and pull your designs from Canva straight into Planoly, which is absolutely amazing. You can also design something straight in Planoly from scratch in Canva and then save it right to Planoly with this integration. So it saves you so much time clicking back and forth between different softwares. I absolutely love they just added this. The other thing you can do here is if you come back into posts, you can actually add a story right from this section as well. If you just hit add story, and the same thing, it'll bring it into this same place we were just in before. So let's come back over to posts here. And then on the right-hand side is your full month view of calendar. You can actually switch it to a week if you like here to see more of a time slotted view. But if you keep it on note, you're gonna see everything here. The other thing I really like about Planoly is they actually have little placeholders here that show you different holidays they might be coming up. And this is just really nice to help you see, if there's a social media holiday or an actual holiday that you might want to add into your content creation system. Then along the top here are some different tabs. So let's take a look at that. We're on calendar right now. We come into contact templates. You can actually subscribe to this for an additional $13 a month, but this is monthly content ready to go. And it says down here, get 30 days worth of social media content with our expertly created template subscription. So each content pack includes 30 customizable templates, captions, and hashtags to plug into your social strategy. So if you're really looking for something super simple, plug and play, you could definitely check this out. That is an option for you to have templates ready for you. The next one is collections. So what collections can be good for is if you have content pillars, or maybe you have a specific launch coming up that you wanting to create content for, you can actually create a collection and group all of your different posts together. So you would say create collection, and you could say maybe Q1 launch, right? And say create. And then what happens here is it says here, no content, add content by using the add to collection button or dragging and dropping files into this area. So you could say add to collections and then upload from here as well. Or if you had content created already and it was in your calendar section, you could actually drag them into this different collection to keep everything super organized. So if you have multiple people working on your social media strategy, like social media managers or assistants, this can be a really great way to keep everything super, super organized. Okay, so the other thing is discover. So if we click on here, it says link business page to Instagram. This feature requires an Instagram account linked to a Facebook page. Complete the following to enable this feature. So I'm just gonna hit activate and go through the process of linking this together. Okay, so now everything is linked in the Discover feature here. You can actually search for things to add into your Planoly feed by users on Instagram, by hashtags, by Unsplash, or by pixels. So for example, if we went to hashtag and you had a branded hashtag, so let's just search Wandermint Creative and see what pops up. Okay, so you can see here that here are some videos. Some of these are really old with the hashtag Wandermint Creative, right? And so what I could actually do is click on one. Maybe I want this one here, and then I could say add to grid. Okay, and so now you can see that it actually pulled it over into my feed here, so you can see what it's going to look like, but it actually has a little U at the top left-hand corner, and that means that it's unscheduled. And so what this allows you to do is kind of use UCG, or user-generated content that you find throughout Instagram, and actually post it to your feed if you like. Same thing with Unsplash, which is a royalty-free stock photo site and video site. So if I just said video here and I searched, I could find different things to add to my feed. So maybe I'm like, oh, this one right here is really cool, like these old tapes. I can add it to my feed, and it brings up this thing here, and I can say, okay, I want to pick a date of the 18th, and I don't want it to auto post, and save. Okay, and then again, you'll see that it's now got an S beside it because I've actually scheduled it, but it's been added to the feed, okay? And you can come back in here and make any changes to this as well, okay? You can also unschedule it as well from here, and then it'll put that U back in the left-hand corner. So what this allows you to do is use Planoly as not just a scheduler, but actually as a content planning system as well, visually, to see what it's all going to look like in your feed. And that is another reason I absolutely love Planoly, okay? So that is kind of how you use the Discover feature and everything inside of here. Let's go back to calendar. You can see that those are still there, left as unscheduled, right? And let's come up to the top, and we're just in the plan section right now. So let's go along and look to see what the rest of these things do. So if I come into Analyze, this is actually the analytics within Planoly. So this is specifically, again, just for Instagram that we're looking at right now, but you can see some different analytics. So you'll see your followers, your post engagements, your story overviews. You'll see the locations of where most of your viewers are coming from. You can actually look at it by week, by month, and then also by year. And then you can also use a custom date as well. And then if you scroll down here, you'll actually see some more information about your specific content as well. So you can come into photo, you can go into all, and then look at your stories as well once you enable the tracking. So then let's come back over to comments. So you can actually use Planoly to manage your comments as well, instead of actually having to go into Instagram. Again, this is really great if you have a team, right? You have people that you need to help respond to comments and things like that. You can actually just give them access to your Planoly account instead of giving them access to your full Instagram account, which gives you a little bit more security as well, but allows them still to comment and respond to things that you need. The next thing is Link It. And Link It is really cool because it actually allows you to create a link in bio that's customized to you for your Instagram feed, basically. So what can happen here is you can add specific links. And so you could say like book a call, right? And say bookacall.com, right? And save. And it'll actually add that link into here. You can also feature some of your Instagram posts. So if there is something you want to feature, you could just drag and drop it into here. So let's say I wanted to feature that one, and this one. I can just say add 3 to store, and it'll actually add it into my little display over here, or my link that's going to be showing up on my Instagram feed. So you'll see it added those into there. If you run an e-commerce store, you can also add products here as well. But if you're just a service-based business, again, you can add as many links and things in here as you want. You can also come up to the settings here and change your colors. You can turn the products tab off, right? You can turn the show featured section on or off. So lots of different things you can play around with, and this creates that custom link in bio for you as well. The other option that has a few more bells and whistles and allows you to actually sell things and take payments straight from your link in bio is what's currently called Snipfeed, and is going to be called the Creator Store very, very shortly. And if you want a full tutorial on how I actually use that, you can check out my other video on my channel. I'll link it in the YouTube cards above here for you. So that is, in a nutshell, the Instagram planner here on Planoly. Let's jump over into the multi-channel workspace, which is the newer addition to Planoly that actually allows you to schedule your content across all of your channels. So let's head over to the multi-channel workspace here. And as you can see, it's defaulted to this Instagram view, which looks very similar to the Instagram planner, right? But now we don't have all those tabs across the top here. Instead, it looks just a little bit more clean, a little bit more simple, but now you have all of your platforms at the top. So you can kind of toggle between all of these different ones. So what it's going to do is it's still going to show you your Instagram feed, because Planoly still is very much an Instagram focused kind of subscription. But now when you create a post, it's actually going to allow you to schedule it to all of your social platforms. So for an example, if you click new post here, it's going to bring up this draft caption creator or post creator. And at the top, you're going to be able to select which channels you want things to be posted on. So if I clicked all of them, it's actually going to break it down into all of the different areas where you can customize it for each platform. And if you want a full breakdown on how to actually use this scheduler and all the different options, I have a full tutorial on exactly how you can do that. And I'll link it in the YouTube cards here for you to check out. The other really cool feature in Planoly that I want to show you is placeholders. So I have a whole other video that goes really deep into exactly how to use placeholders, but I'm just going to show you really quickly how to do it. So at the top here, if you click on this will actually create a placeholder for you. And this allows Planoly to become more of a planning tool for you, so you can keep your content ideas in here, right? And just say content ideas and hit save. And this will actually add it as a placeholder here. You can do the same thing by clicking onto any of the dates. So clicking on this plus button, it'll ask you, do you want to create a new post or do you want to create a placeholder? And you can again create a placeholder and say idea again, and say save, and then it'll add that to your calendar as well. So again, if you want to learn exactly how to use placeholders in more depth, make sure you check out the other video. I'll make sure to link it in the YouTube cards again for you. So let's go through how to create a post and schedule it across all of these different social media platforms. So if I again hit the plus button here and say create new post, it'll bring up this scheduler here. So here I can actually pick which platform I want to create content on. So let's say I want to create content on every single one of my social platforms. So it'll actually break it down by social platform and you can customize it accordingly. So let's go into TikTok first and say select a file, and I'm going to say computer. And as you can see, it's actually added this video to the TikTok, as well as to Instagram, as well as to Facebook, as well as to YouTube, and as well as to Threads, okay? And so now you can come through and actually customize what this is going to look like on every single one of these platforms. And so you can say in TikTok here, maybe my caption is repurposing tricks to save you time, okay? And then I can actually add in my different hashtags here. And the other cool thing here is you can actually use the AI caption writer. And again, I have a whole other video on my channel that goes more in depth into this, but you can click it open and actually follow these different prompts to allow Planoly's AI to create a caption for you. So that's a really great time-saving hack as well. But there you go. Let's say that is my TikTok one. Now I come down into my Instagram here and I can actually choose, do I want this to be an Instagram post? Do I want it to be a reel, or do I want it to be a story? And let's say that I want it to be a reel. I just click that and say transfer media. And so it'll bring it into a reel. And then I can do the same thing. I can maybe just create the same caption down here. And then maybe I want to add a little bit more to it. And I can say comment, repurpose below to get my 16 tip guide for repurposing your videos, okay? So you can actually go in and customize each one according to the social platform that they're going to be going out on. Also in Instagram, you can actually add a first comment if you want, and you can actually add any collaborators or users as well. And same thing, you can come down and do the same thing with Facebook. So a reel, is it a page post? Whatever you want there. And then same thing with YouTube. Is it a short? Is it a long form video? Do we want to notify our subscribers? What's the visibility? Is it public, unlisted? All those things. And then same thing with Threads. And if at any point in time you're like, actually, I don't want this to be posted on this account, you can actually just come down here and delete it, and it'll kind of take it off, and you can re-upload whatever else you wanted on that social platform. Okay. So if you come back over here, again, it's going to show you what each video looks like on each social platform. So now I'm on TikTok. If I hover over Instagram, it's going to show me what it's going to look like on Instagram. It's going to show me what it looks like on Facebook, and then on Threads as well. So it says Threads is coming soon. This is a brand new feature that it actually just added, so it's going to be coming soon. But really nice that you can kind of see a visual of what that's going to look like as well. Okay, so the last thing that I want to show you is the auto posting. So you can have it auto post or send a reminder notification to your phone for any of them. So you can actually mix and match depending on the platform as well. And then again, you could pick the date. So maybe you want the TikTok to go out on December 18th. Maybe you want the Instagram to go out on the 21st. And then you want the Facebook to go out on the 31st. So again, this allows you to schedule a lot of content across all of your platforms on different days and different times really, really quickly. Okay. And now if I say schedule, it's going to bring it onto the calendar here. So now I can click back into it and make any needed changes that I need to any of the different platforms. But if I hit schedule again, it's going to bring me back into the main content calendar. So there you go. That is my updated tutorial on how you can start using Planoly for yourself. If you want to grab your own account, make sure to click the link below this video and use the code Melissa30 for 30% off your annual subscription. Another thing I absolutely love about Planoly is that it actually allows you to create a little website for yourself and attach it inside of your link in bio to sell your different products and services, or to direct people to your freebies or book a call with you or whatever you may want to do. This feature used to be called Snip Feed, but now they've actually updated it and It's now called the Creator Store. And this is a really, really awesome feature. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how this works and how you can set it up for yourself, make sure to check out this video right here where I do a complete tutorial and walk you through exactly how to do that. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite Planoly feature? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. We'll catch you next time. Bye.